augmented reality all the time. It's time for... Hello and welcome to Ajazz Tech. I'm your host, Alex Zarnowski. I'd like to remind you that Ajazz Tech is part of Ajazz Networks. Please be sure to visit ajaznetworks.com for all of our latest shows and blogs, including Cinema Clash, The Salinor Show, and Internet Amazings. The iPad is your internet personal access device. It has a single button mouse appearance, a keyboard with USB and PS2 ports. Its monitor doubles as the housing for all of its components, and best of all, it runs Linux. Actually, this is the original iPad manufactured in 1998 by a Chinese company called Proview, which sold roughly 20,000 units between 1998 and 2009. The iPad we know of today is an elegant tablet sold by Apple. It has a 9.7-inch multi-touch display, built-in speaker, 2 cameras, and is unlike anything you've ever experienced. The iPad has sold well over 30 million units. Proview is suing Apple over the name iPad, even though, as Apple lawyers stated, and I quote, "Proview has no product, no markets, no customers, and no suppliers. It has nothing." Proview has successfully blocked sales and, in some cases, seized iPads from some of China's smaller cities. And as of February 23rd, a Shanghai judge denied the injunction against the sale of iPads. A true victory for Apple. Meanwhile, in America, the third iteration of the iPad will be announced on March 7th. Did you know that Ajazz Tech is having a contest? If you can successfully guess most or all of the new components in the new iPad, you'll be announced as the winner and have bragging rights for an entire year until the next iPad is released. I'll even post your picture on our website holding your favorite tech gadget. More information about the contest can be found at ajaznetworks.com/news.html. On February 15th, horror story master R.L. Stine tweeted a short story. I can imagine no better way to build suspense other than using 140 characters. Over 10 minutes, he composed 9 tweets to complete a story about a scary kitchen sink. This is the same guy who helped revolutionize the way we read stories. Do you remember the Give Yourself Goosebumps series? That was one of the first ways R.L. Stine tried to scare us with suspense. Turning to that page must have been suspenseful enough to give kids nightmares. Barnes & Noble just launched a brand new Nook Tablet for $199. But how did they manage to do that? They decreased the internal storage from 16 gigabytes to 8. But that's okay. The device still has a microSD slot for memory expansion. The Nook Tablet is also getting serious about letting users install other apps. This has been one of my biggest complaints with Android, and I'm relieved to see that this limitation has been at least increased to a practical size. Other than that, the device still remains the same. Graciously, Barnes & Noble slashed the price on the Nook Color to just $169. That's a huge slap in the face to Amazon all around, but as we know, competition is great for consumers. Finally, let's talk augmented reality eyewear. The Loomis OE31 optical engine at only 10 grams can bring your email, text messages, games, and absolutely anything to prescription eyewear, goggles, or maybe even windshields as a HUD. On the other hand, Google is actually considering releasing such technology this year. It would be some kind of eyewear that would cost the same amount as current smartphones, ranging from $200 to $600. As usual, fashion will be a deciding factor, as well as the health risks. You will in fact be wearing a 3G or 4G connected device to your head that includes GPS. But don't worry, when we start to ignore each other, we'll have something like Michio Kaku's prospect of this technology in contact lenses. It'll all come sooner than later. Well, that's all for this episode of Ajazz Tech. Got Stitcher? We're on it, so get it. Stitcher is an award-winning provider of news talk and radio for your mobile phone. Stitcher Smart Radio, the smarter way to listen to radio. You can find all of our podcasts, including Cinema Clash and The Salinor Show, at ajaznetworks.com. Follow me at twitter.com/ajazztech and search for my name on Google+. You can email me at ajazztech@gmail.com. You can find this show and more at Ajazz Networks. Originally different media for your personal taste.